Before I get into this video, I would just like to wish Mark Hoppus good luck. Just get well soon, Mark Hoppus, because I recently found out about his cancer diagnosis. Well, we all recently found out. He revealed that he's going through cancer. So I would just like to say, get well soon and keep fighting, you know? Okay, so we're going to be talking about the band Blink-182. They are one of the best punk bands of all time, and they're also one of my favorite bands ever. So, just a little backstory of who they are. They're a punk band from California, and the founding members are singer and guitarist Tom DeLonge, bassist and singer Mark Hoppus, and drummer Scott Rayner. Now, if you know a little bit about Blink-182, you're like, wait, isn't the drummer Travis Barker? Yes. Uh, Travis Barker joined right after the album Dude Ranch because the original drummer, Scott Rayner, he either left or got kicked out. Either left or got kicked out because I think drug and alcohol addiction. So, yeah, and then like mid-tour too, like in 1998. And then Travis came and he like learned all their songs like in like a couple hours, and then he just was a permanent stay in the band. Yeah, but yeah, they're a punk band from California, and what makes them so great is that well, first of all, they have like such a wide variety of songs, like their early years, like that's like straight punk, like skate punk and all that stuff. So if you're more like, I don't like pop punk or like anything else, it's like yeah, they have just straight punk, like their demo slash album Buddha and Cheshire Cat and Dude Ranch. And then, well, let's say you don't like one member of the band. Say like, I don't like songs with Tom DeLonge. Well, there's like plenty of Mark Hoppus songs, like What's My Age Again and Josie and Online Songs. Well, what if you don't like Mark Hoppus? There's also plenty of Tom DeLonge songs, like Anthem Part 2, All the Small Things. Yeah, Story of a Lonely Guy. So there's plenty of variety. And then when they sing together, it's like perfect. Like their voices blend so well together. It's like every song is so good. And yeah, also when Travis joined the band, it was like he took their music like to the moon. Like Travis just helped that band so much, I think, because he joined right before their breakout album Enema of the State. So yeah, he helped a lot in their success. But also, what makes them so great, they have like catchy songs, obviously. Uh, like I Miss You, What's My Age Again, All the Small Things, um, First Date. They have catchy songs. Yeah, like I said, their variety of songs, like straight punk songs, more like pop punk songs. And then they also, in 2003, in their Untitled album, they went like more emo. So they went kind of emo in that album. And then in their newest album, Nine, it's more of a it's more pop punk, but it has like hints of like hip hop a little bit. You can tell it had some inspirations with like kind of pop and rap. So like yeah, it has like yeah, like if you like any genre, you're gonna find it in their music. They took a lot of inspiration from other bands. Like, I heard this story when they were making their 2001 album, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. Uh, they were like all listening to different types of music. Like I think Tom was listening to like uh maybe post grunge, and Travis was listening to like hip hop, and I don't know what Mark was listening to. It was either just like still like punk or metal or something. I don't remember exactly. But they were listening to all different types of music, and so like they were trying to incorporate all different styles into that one album, and it ended up being an amazing album. My favorite Blink-182 album. So yeah, just the variety and the differences in their songs. Yeah, and their songs will get stuck inside your head for sure. But yeah, in 2005 they broke up for the first time when well, actually I'll go into a little bit of backstory. After their album Enema of the State, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, uh, they were like the biggest band in music at the time, and so Tom DeLonge he wanted to do a side project, a side band called Boxcar Racer, where it was more just like strictly punk instead of like more pop punk. It was just like pure punk. He, a band called Boxcar Racer, and he got Travis to join him on drums, and Mark, the bassist, kind of felt left out a little bit. So Mark and Tom were kind of fighting during that whole thing. Mark does appear on one song though in the one and only Boxcar Racer album so far. He appears on the song Elevator, which is a really good song. Yeah, Boxcar Racer is a good band. And yeah, then uh they after Boxcar Racer, they did their 2003 Untitled album, which was awesome. And then 2004, they were going on tour, and well, they broke up in early 2005 because well, their band was like huge, like they were going on tour constantly and stuff. But Tom, he wanted to like focus on his family and stuff. Like I think one of his children were just born, and he wanted to be there for him. He wanted to be there for his family and stuff. But I think the other band members, they wanted to like, since they were so big, they wanted to focus on their music a little bit more. They wanted to grow bigger and stuff. And they were like, Tom said they were like writing some of the biggest and best songs during that time. So they didn't really want him to leave because, you know, they were huge. But yeah, just a lot of fighting, and Tom wanted to be with his family. He didn't like that they were trying to keep him away from his family. So in 2005, they broke up, and then they released the Greatest Hits album. So, yeah. And then, I believe 2008, 2009, Travis Barker, the drummer, got into a plane crash. And, yeah, a bad plane crash. Like, his body was burnt. And he was like, it took him like a year to recover, like 11, 12 months to recover. He had to like get his, like, yeah, his feet and arms and just were burnt. So people thought he wouldn't be able to ever drum again. Like, it was bad. And, yeah. And then Mark and Tom were visiting him at the hospital. And during that whole thing, I guess they decided that they should come back together. They should bring the band back. And they did. They went on tour 2010 and stuff. Travis drumming, which is awesome to see. Then they released their 2011 album, Neighborhoods. And Blink-182 fans, they didn't really like it at first. They were like, this album isn't good. It's not like old Blink-182. Okay, whatever. I really like Neighborhoods. I think Neighborhoods is really good. But yeah. Then I think yeah, Neighborhoods was like their last album off their record label. Then the next year, 2012, they released their they released an EP, a self-produced EP, Dogs Eating Dogs. Which if you haven't listened to the EP Dogs Eating Dogs, it is like amazing. I would recommend it to everybody. It's the best. It's like the best EP of all time, in my opinion. Every song's a hit on Dogs Eating Dogs. It's awesome. Uh, but yeah, and yeah, but oh yeah, I forgot to mention during their breakup, Tom DeLonge he created a side band called Angels and Airwaves because yeah, he made a side band with all the songs that he wrote for Blink-182 before they broke up. He made a side band called Angels and Airwaves, and they were like huge, not as big as Blink-182, but you know they were big because it had Tom DeLonge's name on it, so they were pretty good. And yeah, and he was still working on Angels and Airwaves even after Blink-182 reunited. He was still releasing music with Angels and Airwaves and Blink-182 at the same time. And Mark and Travis also made a side band called Plus 44. They released one album in 2006, and it's good. I like it. I wish they would have kept doing Plus 44 music because I like it a lot. But yeah, yeah, and so Tom DeLonge, uh, he was doing Blink 182 and Angels and Airways at the same time, and he kept touring with Blink 182 until about 2015 when Tom left again. But this time it was for a different reason. He wanted to. He was like putting music like aside so he can like um, study UFO, the UFO phenomenons. He wanted to like show the world UFOs and like what the government is hiding and stuff, you know? So he left. He created a company called To the Stars where it's all about, debunking UFO videos and all this stuff. And yeah, and he still did music for Angels and Airwaves though. He did keep doing music for Angels and Airwaves, but he left Blink 182. And but Blink 182, they decided to go on without him, and they got the singer from Alkaline Trio, Matt Skiba, to replace Tom. And they made their album, California, 2016, and it was pretty good, I think. Not definitely not as good as the Tom era, but it wasn't bad. Fans were like, it's okay, I guess. Everyone still prefers Tom, but California wasn't bad. Then in 2019, they released their second one with Matt Skiba called Nine. Nine wasn't that good in my opinion. I don't know. It just wasn't them. And they do plan on releasing an album this year in 2021. Nothing really has been revealed. They have one single called Quarantine. They released it in August of 2020. And yeah, really the only news about it is that Travis said it's going to be released this year. And they revealed that there's going to be features from like Lil Uzi Vert and Pharrell, possibly a Juice World song. So yeah, if you like those artists, they might feature on the album. But yeah, if I had to rank all their albums from favorite to least favorite, uh, here's how I would rank them. Um, and okay, well, I won't rank their not their live album or their EP or anything, just their studio albums and their demo Buddha. I can't tell if demo I, I can't tell if Buddha is a is a demo or an album. It's like I heard it's a demo, but in their Spotify bio, they count Buddha as an album. So I'll just count it as an album in this ranking. So at number 9, I have Cheshire Cat, their first album. I know, I know people might not like this spot, which I just like to warn you, we're most likely not going to agree on this list. Maybe on the first, maybe on like the first and second spot we might agree, but like my ranking's gonna be different than yours, and that's okay. You can comment your ranking down below, and I'll look at it. Yeah, we could talk about it. So yeah, I encourage you to comment your ranking or just talk about Blink-182 with me, what you think. But yeah, number 9, Cheshire Cat. Uh, it was just okay. It wasn't bad. It's their first album, obviously. I don't expect it to be good. Well, unless Buddha counts as their first album. But yeah, Cheshire Cat, it's just okay. The production wasn't that great, obviously, because it's one of their first, but it wasn't bad. Number 8, I have Buddha. Buddha, it's basically Cheshire Cat. It has a lot of the same songs, but I just like the sound of Buddha a little bit better. So, yeah. Number 7, I'm gonna put 9 at number 7, just because, well, I didn't, 9, I liked it a little bit. I didn't hate 9. I just, some of the songs just, I don't know. I didn't really like the sound of some of the songs, but 9 does have some good songs. Like, I like Heaven. Generational Divide is my favorite on 9. And I also like No Heart to Speak of. So 9 does have good songs. It's not as good as the other albums. But, yeah, that was number 7 on my list. And, number 6, I have, Dude Ranch. And I know this is a lot of people's favorite album, I'm sorry. But Dude Ranch is really good. I just like to say from this point on, all the albums are good. Dude Ranch is good. Like Josie and A New Hope and just Apple Shampoo, Waggy, all these songs are good. I like almost every song on Dude Ranch. It's just I like the other albums more. But yes, Dude Ranch is kind of what got Blink-182's name out. Dude Ranch kind of like made people start talking about Blink-182. And yeah, that was number 6, right? Yeah. Number 5, I have California. I didn't hate California actually. I thought California was actually a pretty good album. Like I like some of the songs on it, like She's Out of Her Mind, San Diego. Bored to Death isn't bad. So yeah, it I yeah, California was pretty good in my opinion. Cynical, yeah. Built This Pool is funny. They had a joke song with Matt Skiba. I think that was cool. But yeah, California's not bad actually. Oh, it's number 5. Number 4, I have now I go back and forth between Neighborhoods and Enema of the State. But I'll have to put Neighborhoods at number 4. Just because uh Enema of the State was just a little more like I don't know, iconic and put and like made their name huge. And Neighborhoods is really good. Like uh Wishing Well, This Is Home, Even If She Falls, which is on the deluxe, Natives, Up All Night, like almost every song on there is so good. It was a great album for their reunion, in my opinion. And at number 3, I have Enema of the State. I mean, it starts with a great song, Dumpweed, and ends with a good song, Anthem. It's just like, and it has some of their biggest hits on here, like Aliens Exist, What's My Age Again, Adam Song, All the Small Things, Anthem. Dysentery Gary is a really good one. It's just, yeah, almost every song on here is good. Actually, all the songs on here are really good, except not as good as these last 2 albums. Number 2, I have Untitled. This was like more of an emo style album, but it's awesome. Like it starts off with Feeling This, one of their best songs. And yeah, and the song All of This featuring the singer of The Cure, Robert Smith. It's called All of This, and that has like some of the best instrumentals ever. Like on like any of the songs I've heard, like of like all the songs I've ever heard. Like All of This, the instrumentals are so unique. I love them. And it has amazing songs. Like Stockholm Syndrome is an amazing song. It has I Miss You. It has Obvious, Easy Target, Here's Your Letter, Always, Down. Like just hit after hit. But not as good as my favorite Blink-182 album, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. Like Anthem Part 2, the first song, and Please Take Me Home, the last one. Every song on here is good. It has a really funny song, Happy Holidays. And yeah, it has just some of their biggest hits. First Date, Rock Show, Stay Together for the Kids. It's just great. This album was just like peak pop punk. It's awesome. But yeah, I'm interested to hear your ranking and what you think of Blink 182. And yeah. So yeah, more videos on the way soon. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And yeah, I plan on doing some Marvel videos soon, like MCU. Uh and just random topics. If you have any topics, comment them. And yeah, like I said, feel free to subscribe. And more videos coming soon.